Hello, hello, hello everyone. This is Imran here, and welcome to this live. Today I'll take interview or whatever session you call, like with 𝗳𝗂𝗏𝗧, and yeah, yes, she's here. I mean, I'll be inviting her. Dun, dun, dun. Hey! Wow!
We did it! Woohoo!
Welcome!
Thank
Hi,
you.
Susie.
Hi.
Susie is also here.
Hey,
Wow!
Susie. Woo! Soul Tribe in the house.
Also, someone named Arta. Welcome, Arta.
Welcome.
And
Welcome.
very happy to see you guys are right on time.
Yeah.
So thank you again.
Yeah.
And thank you, Rebecca, for joining. And you are looking very beautiful as always.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And so, yeah. So today we are going to go through different things about Rebecca's life, her expertises, and her gift towards the universe. Even like we'll touch base on her like theater life thing, and how it had what type of impact it had on her life, and her current mission and vision, and the noble desire to change people's life in a good way. Yeah, so that's the thing. And before we go to the main session, I just want to say something about this live, and because you can see like I'm going live like on regular basis, and this happened like I know like there are lots of aspiring entrepreneur, healer, coach, yoga practitioners on my list as a friend, like very close friend, just like Rebecca. So I see like yes, they have talent, they have the gift, but sometimes like they feel uncomfortable, like how I'll reach to more people, how I'll help more people, like. And so I feel like, okay, why don't I create a platform like that will help them to share their gift and their expertise, and just to open up more and be more visible. So that was the reason to open this thing, and it just happened just like that because I was having a uh, uh, coaching with a coaching call with one client, and then we were doing some test, and now you can see like it's started happening every almost every day, because few more people also lined up after today's live. So I'm excited. uh, let's see where it goes and which direction it goes. So now I just want to uh, give this platform access, this whole control to Rebecca.
Yeah.
So Rebecca, if you can tell something about yourself, early life,
Yeah.
and what you are up to now, so that would be great.
Yeah. I want to say thank you. Honestly,
You're welcome.
from my heart for having me, because you know, you can have a lot to offer that you feel is important to share, and then if you don't have anybody find out about it, then it just falls on deaf ears. And so I'm grateful. I'm really, really grateful. And so for people who don't know, especially people joining us from my side of the world, where are you, Imran?
Uh, I'm now in Kenya. I'm traveling in
Right.
Africa. So
Right.
for
So
last 10 weeks, I'm traveling around Africa.
yeah, so Emron is in Kenya and I'm in Claremont, Florida. So we're very far away, and yet we feel like we're right next door. And that is the brilliance of technology. And if you don't know, Imran does that. He's a tech wizard. He has helped me so much with my program already, with the technical aspect of it, so I can focus on the meat of it, which is my wheelhouse, and he does his wheelhouse, and it's relieved me and stress around it so very much. So thank you for doing what you do and for offering me this,
You're
honestly.
welcome.
Yeah. So, gosh, where to start? Oh my God, you want me? Yeah, where to start?
Okay, so let's start with your early age, like how you, let's say your maybe some university life thing, and then your
Yeah.
corporate life.
Well, it's
Slowly we'll start.
my first job ever in my life was when I was 15, selling 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗕𝗲 Cosmetics. When my mom and I moved to Orlando, my dad was still working in Rochester, New York. And so she and I moved to Rochester before he finished teaching and retired. So she and I had some time together down here. And she thought it might be a good idea for us to get connected to the community and have something interesting to do. So we sold 𝗕𝗂𝗂𝗕𝗲 Cosmetics. And I always,
Wow.
yeah, I know. And that was when I was 15 years old. So that was my very first job ever. And I always was fascinated by makeup. I'm the youngest child of four, and so the other kids were much older. I would entertain myself in the bathroom, putting makeup on and transforming myself and doing my hair and having fun with myself, because it was my own entertainment, and I was always there for myself with my makeup stuff. So
yeah, that's
it
cool.
worked, yeah, and it was fun, and it was a way for me to play. And I always looked at makeup as a way to play, and so I kind of got good at it because I was doing it a lot, and I enjoyed it, and so it sort of became this thing I did. And I remember I did my sister's makeup for her wedding when I think I was 15. And
Wow.
yeah, and so it started very young, right? And then I went to college, and I graduated from college, and I had a regular job as the executive director's assistant, basically a secretary in Miami, where I lived, and was bored out of my ever-loving mind. And I'd always had a call to be an actress and always wanted to pursue it. And since I was 8, I remember begging my mom to take me to New York City when I was a very little girl, because I was sure I was going to smash it, And anyway, I finally had my chance to do what I really wanted to do. And so that's how that started. I quit that job and I started waitressing, and I started auditioning for stuff down in Miami. And that's where that life started. And then I moved to New York, and I was serious about studying it. So I studied with some really wonderful people. And, I felt very deeply that I had a calling to be an actor. And I don't regret it for 1 second. And if I could say to anybody, like, listen to those calls, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen for you. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're going to be what you want to be. But it does mean that the path, the journey, the walk down that road is going to give you something. And to this day, I don't regret 1 second of that, because first of all, it was thrilling. It was satisfying. It was challenging. It was painful. It was fun. It was awful. It was rejection after rejection after rejection. And it was like beat me down, but it made me, I really feel like the 14 years I lived in New York made me who I am. I mean, partly. So, and I had some really beautiful experiences and met some amazing people and found the gift inside myself. Mostly my best work was in class because I wasn't scared and I didn't audition well. And you have to audition well. You really, really have to audition well in order to book jobs, right? I mean, you can have beautiful work in class all day long, and unless you audition really well, they don't see that the best work.
It happens every time.
Yeah. But
my first job interview, like not fast, like first 6-7 interview was disaster. I was going in the force of like bullet and coming back even faster. So like it happened. Like we learn as we go and face something. We learn. Every audition definitely make you stronger.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I need to do that thing. Oh, I need to avoid making that kind of move, or I need to be very bold, or I need to wait. I need to listen first, then I need to answer without being like, it happens all the time. So yeah, go ahead.
But it was very interesting what you just said, because acting and yoga are so similar.
Oh, that's cool. I have no idea about acting, so if you can shed some light.
Acting requires you to be present. Like I was just off in my head, in my memory for a minute, sort of went out of my body, and you reminded me to drop in, to take a breath, to look at the camera, to see you, remember where I am and who I'm with, right? I mean, it happens. It's really, it's fun,
Yeah.
and it's okay. But this is the way we are in life too. This is the way we are in life too. And yoga reminds us to feel our hands on our mat. Find the breath.
Yes.
Slow down. Get very concrete about it. That's what I love. People think that yoga is very like in your head. It's not. It's in your body. It's in your breath. It's in your hips. It's in your shoulders. It's in your movement. It's in your inner dialogue. There's so much discovery about yoga because it teaches you about who you are. So does acting. And, and another thing is that I want to say about acting is that, you know, or anything about life, you know, that I've learned is that an idea is an idea. Putting it in action is a whole different ball of wax, right? So I could have been sitting on my couch in Clermont, Florida, watching some of the best actresses in the world saying, I could have done that. I could have done that. Go try it. Really?
Yeah.
Go try it.
Really?
Then we'll talk, right? So
there's the thing.
It's really just sort of coming out of the idea and doing what you want to do and listening to yourself for what calls you. And if it calls enough, right? If it calls enough, those prompts, I need to try this. I want to try this. This is the direction. If you're listening and you get quiet enough, which is another thing that yoga teaches you, is to listen, as Duke says, the whispers of your soul. You know, our mutual friend and coach, Duke there. You know, if you listen to the whispers of your soul's not misleading you. And I don't feel like my soul misled me to New York to study acting one bit.
Yes.
I 100% had to go there. I 100% had to do that. You know, is that Romy? Hi, Romy. Melanie's here. Rayna's here. Austin's here.
Romy is here. Hey, Romy.
Hi, everybody. Our friends are joining, and I'm so grateful that you're here. And if you're watching, gosh, everybody that's tuning in has definitely a place in our lives, right? So, and yeah, I don't know, you know, I'm sort of talking, you know, weaving in and out of the experience of my life.
Just let it flow which direction it is going. No, like if something going too far, I'll just have some breaks, so no problem.
Hold it in there, Imran. Bring it back. Say your frame
I'll yeah. Till now it's cool. Let it flow like this. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because things are coming from your heart, not from your brain.
Yeah.
And you want something that is coming from heart. This is soul journey, not your brain journey, or we are not riding a motorbike.
Yeah.
We're riding in some soul cosmos level thing. So no control. Just let it be. And you speak. So now we come like, okay, so now you understand you went to New York for your theater study, and then you also did some executive job like secretary kind of thing. So what happened next?
Gosh. Well, you know, while I was in New York studying acting, I was also a makeup artist. And I worked at Barney's in New York City. My first job was at this place called 𝗘𝗺𝗶𝗺𝗄𝗧, this crazy expensive, exquisite Japanese department store in Fifth Avenue, like ridiculously, like off the top. They had their floral, their flowers flown in from Europe and all over the world for the front of the store. I mean, I had that experience, and I was doing makeup artistry. I would have people come and sit in my chair, and I would do my best to make them feel beautiful. You know,
Wow, this
that's
is the best thing.
that's what
Like,
women want. They want to feel beautiful, and they want, I mean, people want to feel good
yeah,
about the way they
oh,
look, and
as
people
a,
want to feel seen.
yes, same thing. Whenever as a human, let's count us as a human. All human, we have a little boy or little girl inside, and
Right.
we have some desire, like, okay, somebody will cherish us, somebody will say, like, appreciate us, not just for beauty, but our movement, we are different thing. Like, we want, like, people appreciate us naturally. This is the thing. We all of us, we expect that thing.
Right.
So that's the thing. And especially when it comes to the beauty, looking good, and it also connected to each other. You know, like, when you'll look good, you'll feel good. When you'll feel good, you'll become more confident. You'll be able to be more, like, it's like step by layer after layer, one layer completed, next layer. So, like this
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
like layer after layer, like diving deep. Even yesterday we were talking about this diving deep or digging deep in every situation. Like, two things: if you want to find out ourselves, we need to dig deep. If you want to find out more self, then you need to rise higher,
Yeah.
layer after layer, layer after layer. So this is the thing. So cool. So you are making people feel great. You are making people feel beautiful, look beautiful, and so it's also satisfaction from your own side. Like, yes, this
Well,
client is so happy with me.
you know,
Yeah.
the relationship between a makeup artist and whoever's sitting in the chair is very intimate.
Yeah.
Working on,
Yeah.
first of all, you're close. I mean, this is before COVID, mind you. Things have shifted and changed, and we're coming back to that intimacy. But before COVID, it's a very intimate relationship. You're very close to them, and you often have conversations that are not
Yeah.
makeup. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so
Yes.
I would find so many times, and there's nothing about the women sitting in my chair that isn't true of myself. I want to feel beautiful. I want to be seen. I want to be celebrated. I want to be heard. I want to matter. Like, we all, it's
You see,
a common
so
thread,
many things.
don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Same
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Same.
And so,
It's common. Okay, Rebecca, I want to say, like, Melanie also on live. Hi,
hi,
Melanie.
Melanie. And I think my friend Deb's
Also,
here. And I'm trying to
yeah,
figure
also
out
belly,
heart
belly
underscore
down,
Titus. I don't know who
belly
that is.
down also here. Belly down also here.
Yeah, Valley Down is my friend Deb,
Stevie.
and I don't know who
Okay,
heart underscore
Ronnie.
light is. So I'm trying to. I can't see your face, but
Uh,
I see that beautiful post that you said. Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
my sister also here. My cousin sister also here. Nazia Hassan. So she's also watching. She's also, like, into, like, all girls like to look beautiful, and she was also always beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially when she was kid, she was very beautiful. So Nadia, how are you? How is your kid? All good. So okay. So now, let's come to the point. Like, okay, so you went to the thing. So what happened, like, after your this theater thing? Like, you uh, have you had any sort of film or any drama in as your career?
I did mostly stage plays, small, intimate, black
Oh, okay,
box theater.
okay,
Um,
okay.
Stuff that very few people really saw unless they knew me.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
but the body of work that I did, I mean, for the most part, I'm proud of it. And I didn't just act in it. I produced some stuff, and the work that we did resonated with people, and the work that we did, was all labor of love. I mean, if you're pouring your heart and your soul, your time, your energy, your money into something that you choose
Mm-hmm.
to stay with for a matter of a few months, like day and night, you got to love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the love of the process, and the play the whole thing was absolutely meant to happen for me. I really believe that. I listened to the prompts to go and I went. But after that, you know, I was ready. I think I was ready to stop. And I had another calling, and that's when I reconnected with my boyfriend. That was my high school boyfriend from here, from Orlando, from high school. And very quickly fell back in love with him and moved to Central Florida, which I never thought that I would be back in Central Florida. I swore to God I never would. I was like, never coming back here. And here I am. And it's proved to be the perfect place to raise my child. So it's affordable.
Yeah.
It's a nice small town. It's quaint. It's beautiful. We live in Lake County, and so when my son was a baby, he was colicky, and the National Training Center near where I live would accept infants at 3 months old, and then we had a nurse's station where they would watch your babies while you would exercise, and so that's how I started doing yoga. So I was like, here,
that's
take this kid.
So that's how we met yogi version of Rebecca. So we're blessed. Like you see, like things happen in a very magical way or like dramatic way. Like you never thought of like you'll come here again, and then you have your lovely baby here, and then also you found this specific center of this exercise thing, and you dive into yoga. So you see, we don't know what is going to happen even the next moment.
But
there's
a little part I want to add, and that is that
when
I first moved to New York, when I first moved to New York, I lived in this very big building of women. It was run by the Salvation Army, and it was a women's dormitory, and a lot of dancers, actors, singers, models would go there temporarily till they could get their bearing on New York City. And it was recommended to me to live there, and I lived there when I very first moved to New York. It was safe, they had security, it was right in the middle of Greenwich Village on 13th Street. And I lived there, and I became very good friends with a woman who was 30 years older than I at the time, who was in my singing class, who took singing to improve her chanting.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Yes. And I remember asking her, what's chanting? You know, I had no idea. And she told me. And we had a common room, kind of like in this dormitory, where we had lunch and dinner together. And I became friends with her. She was very wise, very interesting, very funny. And she would finish lunch and go upstairs to meditate. And she invited me to go to the ashram in upstate New York with her if I was curious if I wanted to go. And I said yes. And that was long before baby, long before Florida, in my very first year in New York City, actually the very first 6 months in New York City. And I went with her to the ashram. And it blew my effing mind. First of all, it was huge. And I remember this massive dome, and it had, if I recall correctly, it had like an open ceiling or it was massive. And the guru had come from India, and it was a big deal. And they were hosting her, and I came on that day. It was called a round trip. We left early in the morning. We came back late at night. And I remember being there, and we had our vegetarian food, and we met other people. Said, what is it about this place? And there were children, and I said, there's no aggression here.
Everything like peaceful, right? Calm, quiet.
There was no aggression. There was no resistance, if you will. There was no no, no heightened energy that was any kind of negative. It was like very calm, very comfortable, very peaceful. And coming from New York to that, the contrast was palpable.
Wow. You could like see like in clear, like, okay, it was a big chaos, and this like very relaxing, quiet, peaceful, like it's felt like a piece of heaven, you know, like you can go and just
Yes.
sit. You'll have some nice feelings, like you can feel all those energy even flowing through your skin, you know, that kind of yes.
Yeah. I had never felt anything like it. And I remember the smell of it, and I remember the feeling of it, and I remember the way that I felt in it. And now I recognize that feeling as feeling safe.
Yes, true. Feeling safe is super important. Feeling safe, feeling held, like, okay, you are there. This is a
Yes.
place, right? This is also important. Not just
Yes.
feeling safe, like
Yes.
somebody is, as a place also can hold us, like, okay, you are here. So that's the thing.
Right.
So that's cool. And how long you are into this yoga thing? How long? Like, I say, like, exact year-wise.
Well, you know, at the ashram that day, I heard the guru speak. I received her teachings. I received Shaktipat, which is where she hits you with a peacock feather to, it's the transference of, I guess, wisdom or light or a spiritual awakening is what it is. When,
Yes, spiritual.
yeah. And so that was that. And that was my awakening to the whole yoga existence. And I never stopped chanting. I learned
Wow.
I learned the Om Namah Shivaya mantra, and I never let it go. I used to chant it, I'd sing it, and my whole time in New York from that day until now. And so it lives in me. It's very comfortable inside me. The Om Namah Shivaya, I honor the divinity that resides within me. And it was a lot of time to sort of unpack that, right? That's a lot to unpack.
Maybe we can do a little bit of chanting for a while. Like if you do, we can listen. I don't know how to do, so if you can just do that chanting thing, so it will be great. Like people love to have something nice, right? So please.
Well, there's a lot to the chanting itself. You know, the syllables, the words. It's all vibrational, and it emits a vibration that takes us higher in our energy. Because everything is a matter of energy, and it's either spinning
Yes.
fast and high, or it's low. And when it, you know, the highest vibration I teach in my classes is love. You know, and gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude always gets us higher in our,
Yes.
if we're feeling however we're feeling. You may not be open to love at a moment of feeling anger or frustration, because we aren't, you know, we can't get there from there. You know what I'm saying? We're in a place, and you can't just jump to love if you're feeling conflicted or upset or angry or even super sad. But we can sometimes, if we're willing. And it really is a matter of willingness to open to gratitude, and the gratitude will lift us.
Yeah. Follow normally. So I was asking, like, if you can do some chanting, if you can, like, few lines of your chanting thing. So you know, like, which thing you are talking about.
All right, how about I start and then you repeat. I'll sing the first line, you sing the first line, I'll sing the second line, you sing the second line, and we'll just do a few rounds of we'll do a few rounds of Om Namah Shivaya.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
So if we're gonna do this, let's do this. Let's just go ahead and sit tall wherever you are. If you can feel your sits bones underneath you on the cushion, close your eyes. Take a few conscious breaths, right? This is about consciousness. Go ahead and release that out of your mouth. Just go. Feel the ha in the back of the throat. Again, deep breath in. in the ha creates the sound of a snore or the sound of a seashell pressed against your ear. Give yourself a few rounds of this 𝗬𝗪𝗓 breath, conqueror's breath, the yogic breath, which draws the focus in and heats the body from the inside by constricting the glottis in the back of the throat and softening down where you feel any tension in your forehead, backs of the eyes, your jaw, and your shoulders. And just meet yourself exactly where you are without a need to change anything or manipulate anything. We are where we are, and that's the perfect place to be for now. And then we'll be reciting the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. I honor the divinity that resides within me. So I'll sing the first line, and if you're so inclined, you sing it after me. Om Namah. Go ahead.
Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Shivaya. Om
Namah
Namah Shivaya.
Let's sing together, Imran.
Okay. Namah Shivaya. Oh, something interesting. I never did it. So it is cool. And yeah, it's something like I had this type of tune because, like I'm also from Indian subcontinent. So this thing, like always chanting at that in some temple or even in Nepal, in some parts of India, you will always hear. Even in Malaysia, there are some temples around you. If you walk past through it, this kind of chanting always can be heard. This is like very common and very nice and like energizing. I heard like from my Hindu friends, they are saying like, yes, this like energize, cleansing, like some sort of like, we saw like food-based detox, fruits-based detox. Also, it's like detox or exhale some of the negativity and energize yourself, like like a refresh.
Yeah.
You just restart yourself in a nice way. So this is cool. And one another thing. So this is cool and nice to know like this type of painting also related to yoga. I didn't know. And now I have some question. Like, as you are a makeup artist, I know like many of the women, girl, female on live and also I think replay. So, what are the core thing to get the best makeup? Is it the makeup ingredients or the makeup artist, the person, or it's all three together are very connected?
I really feel that the shades are important to match to your skin, because if you're going for something really natural, you want to make sure that everything's very well blended. Because if you look like you're wearing foundation, you've really, unless this is a specific look, you've really missed the point. Makeup is to enhance
Okay.
your looks and not to cover
Okay,
yourself
Rebecca,
up.
I want to like, I think Susie wants to join as a guest appearance.
Oh,
Susie,
bring
if you
her in.
click this intentionally, say hi. So I'll let you in.
Yeah.
So say hi, Susie. Okay, let me in her.
Okay.
Susie. Let me see. No, she's not here. Maybe she did it earlier at some point, and then she's not around. Maybe she'll join her. Okay. So Joseph, mommy. Hi, Joseph. Mommy here. So, so the thing I was saying, like, so, okay, go ahead. Like, three things, like, this important, like shade. You said about the shade
Yeah, I would
and
say
natural thing.
the shades of the makeup are really important, and you know, it really depends on the look you're going for. So the colors of the shades are very important to match to your skin and then to blend very well, because you don't want to see a line, you know, on the chin to the neck. You really want everything. So you're really just sort of evening out a canvas, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tend to I blend very well, and I tend to use the basics and brighten up the dark spots that are like the inner cavities of the eyes or places
Mm-hmm.
that we really want to bring forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot about really evening out a canvas and just taking that, you know, canvas, and then from that canvas you can do anything you want. Right now I have on a basic canvas because the older I get, the less makeup I wear. You know, it's just, I don't really
Okay.
feel like I need it. If I'm going for a look or if I'm going out, I want to look more dramatic, then I'll do something like that. But other than that, I use six basic things and go. And that's it.
That's cool. That's cool. So now, when I am talking about makeup and the technique and the shades, now come like, which brand of cosmetics you recommend for
Oh
people? Like, okay,
boy. Oh boy.
just
Okay.
few,
Well,
not
to
all,
be
just
to be
few.
to be perfectly honest, I use a plethora of different brands. You know, I'm a Kiehl's skincare specialist, and so I
Okay.
like Kiehl's because the ingredients are solid, it's affordable, it's been around forever, and I feel connected to them because I've known the brand and I know it so well, and I've been a specialist for that brand for 16 years, where I work,
Mm-hmm.
and so I know that Kiehl's is tried and true, and they have like rolled out some more stuff recently so that they're becoming 100% paraben free, sodium lauryl
Oh,
sulfite free. Most of the products,
nice.
have to read the ingredient list, so don't quote me, but they really are moving in the direction to be, you know, safe in all directions. They also use mostly biodegradable plastics, and so their stuff is recyclable, and I really like that they're
Mm-hmm.
earth friendly. So,
Okay.
so for that reason, and because I know it so well, I can only recommend what I know so well. I would say Kiehl's is the best skincare. And as far as
Mm-hmm.
makeup is concerned, I use different brands of makeup. Like right
Mm-hmm.
now I have on 𝗳𝗿𝗂𝗂 foundation, and I have
Mm-hmm.
on 𝗘𝗿𝗂𝗂 concealer, and I have on Lancome mascara, and I have on
You
Sigma
have the
eyebrow
whole,
pencil.
whole, whole
Yeah,
shop at your home.
yeah. I have on 𝗘𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗕𝗲 lipstick and YSL lip gloss. I mean, I just, you know, I use all different kinds of things, and generally it's what we sell at Neiman Marcus. So, yeah.
uh, of course, you came close to all this best options, right?
Yeah,
And you
I
can see
mean,
like, okay, this
it's
is
close to
working
me, and
good.
they sell the best of the best, and so
Yeah.
why would I do anything other than that? So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, I think like so like the master class you are going to have this bio thing. Basically, people will. It's very rare that a person who has long experience of working with those high-end cosmetics brand, retail shop. So all the people who will be joining in your master class, they will have some ready-made food from you. Like, okay, you will just look at them and say like, okay, for you this, for you that. It's like you are a guru and it's like, okay, take this dawa, take this dawa. So people
well,
will be like, wow,
okay.
wow.
So I want to like come back to the bio program, which is
Yes.
bio. It's my signature program. It's called Bio Beauty from the
Yeah.
Inside Out, and the subtitle of the program is 12-week journey of transformation to self-connection,
Oh,
self-empowerment, and embodied confidence. So make no mistake that the bio program is not just about makeup. Makeup is a perk of the bio program, but it is not about makeup, and it isn't about, our exterior. It really, really starts with the connection to yourself. And so, I would find that so many women that would come into the store wanting their makeup done, they were looking for a connection. They were looking to feel beautiful. And many times they wanted to be connected to themselves. And so many times if I'd be doing somebody's makeup, lots of things would come up in conversation. And more times than not, I would wind up talking about yoga.
oh,
Yeah.
yes. So audience, please remember and remember this thing. Like, yes, Rebecca's 12-week masterclass is not just only about makeup. It's about a whole lifestyle. Like, you will be like, as she mentioned, like this whole program will make you beautiful, not only from outside, also from inside.
Yeah.
And you'll feel the change and you will see the change. Not only it's not feeling, you'll see the change, you'll feel the change, and you will become definitely more confident, and you'll be able to deal with your life event more easily, with more courage and more efficiently. So if any of you, like I know lots of people will love to have such experience. So if you want, just text or comment below on this live, and Rebecca will reach out to you, or you guys can directly reach out to her.
Yeah.
Um,
And if I may,
so that's the thing.
if I
Yeah.
may, because the bio program is my labor of love, if you will. It is pulling from a hybrid of healing modalities. And
okay, that's good.
oh yeah, and be very clear that this isn't just about the exterior. This is about guiding women, and it's only women, guiding women to connect to herself on a very deep level, and to really build the relationship with herself, and then to be able to uncover the blocks that are holding her back from stepping into who she really, really wants to be. So we do a lot of work with the subconscious mind, what's holding them back in the subconscious. And this is all stuff that I have done myself, that I've been through, that I've experienced, that I've experienced myself. And so we really do an inner excavation, if you will, to unblock that resistance, so that we can come through purely and clearly. And then when we've done that, we've established that, then we move into the exterior. How do you want to present yourself to the outside world? How does this reflect this? How does this reflect your heart? And the inside out, and they work together. So it's not about a makeover. Nobody's going to make you over. They're going to lead you to yourself, and you decide your best version of who you are to bring to the outside world so that they match. It's about matching
Awesome.
the interior with the exterior.
Awesome. 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 Great. So, audience, please remember you are hearing, right? You are listening to this, and of course, you are feeling it more, because as a guy, it's hard for me to feel as a girl. So you guys are feeling more, all the audience who are women around here, beautiful women and courageous women. So reach out to Rebecca. And Rebecca, if you can give more details about you said like what will be inside and what will be the outcome, but like duration of the course, I know like 12 weeks. So
yeah.
Whether there will be any one-to-one call or a group call,
yeah.
what if you can share a bit about it?
Yeah, what I love so much now about the technology that we have, obviously you're in Kenya and I'm here, is that I can meet women wherever they are, and we do it like this. I mean, I've never met you in person, Imran, and I've known you now going on a year, and we are connected deeply through these the social media. So this is how I will meet the women. You know, the women that come to me, first of all, you don't have to join, just put your name on the bottom if you want to have a call. You know, it has to be the right fit for you, and it has to be the right fit for me. And if we want to talk about it, I can tell you what exactly is involved. And also when we meet one-on-one, whatever you're going through, I can address. I have a lot of tools in my box, you know, and so I will find the tool that meets your need. And that's why it's a very specific one-on-one program. It's not one size fits all in any way, shape, or form. It's a 12-week journey of transformation, and you will feel a change, and it will be gradual. It needs to be, so that we can walk and become comfortable in the journey, so that at the end of the 12 weeks, there's nothing abrupt, there's nothing jarring to the system, to the body, to the psyche. It all really blends and feels good, and it's where you want to go. I'm not leading, I'm the guide, but your soul is leading. And so it's a 12-week, it's 75 minutes a week, and then you get once a week a 30-minute call with me about anything that's going on, any support you need, anything I can do for you. I'm really, really here for you. And it's you know, a time that works for you. Yeah, and we can do it from wherever you are in the world.
So you guys are listening. So this is open to whole world. If you are in Australia, whether you are in Dubai or in UK or some Caribbean island, feel free to join. It's open for all. And before joining, just at least have a free one-to-one call session with Rebecca, and Rebecca can fill into you more. And you guys also have some, you know, like, it's not like you'll just forcefully join something. The moment you will start talking with Rebecca, you will feel like, okay, I need to really have a program with Rebecca, or Rebecca also will feel into you. Like maybe sometimes, you know, like it happened, like sometimes with my client, it happened like I have a like fixed structure of my course and the offers.
Yeah.
Sometimes we negotiate, because I felt, because main purpose of our life, not just to make money, but also help people, to change people and see them happy. This is the most important thing. And that's why we are here.
There's nothing. There's nothing more important to me than that connection of watching a woman connect to herself and become empowered in who she is, and finding the confidence, and working through the blocks, working through the fear. I mean, we all have fear. We all have anxiety. We're all afraid of change, you know. We're not structured to change. And so it's very important to work with someone that can hold that space. And I feel quite qualified to hold the space of anyone in their pain and in their process. So yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, if it calls to you, if you're needing some sort of shifting, and to see if it's the right match. You know, a conversation is a conversation, and then if nothing else, we have a really nice conversation.
Yes, that's the thing. That's good. At least good 30 minutes. At least a good 30 minutes. Sure. Like, okay, you have a new friend, you know someone new. So this is the good thing. Okay, another very awkward, but maybe it's a very important question, because like, like some hot country, like tropical country, they use aircon. So what is your opinion about using aircon in case of like skin?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Air conditioner, air conditioner, air conditioner, air conditioner.
Air conditioner?
Yes.
Oh, hair conditioner or air conditioner?
Air conditioner.
Oh, I have air conditioner. I live in Florida.
Okay, so what is your opinion? Like some people say like, oh, don't use air conditioner. It will dry out your skin or something like this.
You couldn't even imagine what I would look like right now without air conditioner. Definitely use air conditioner. Yeah, I don't have any.
So that feeling is basically bogus. Like, okay, air conditioner really had nothing to do with the skin.
It's not bogus if you feel that strongly about it. My skin is prettier like outside in the humid air, but I wouldn't choose to live that way 24/7 when it gets 110 degrees in Florida. It's just a matter, for me, it's a matter of practicality.
Okay.
So
so it can be different from person to person.
Yeah.
Okay. And another thing I want to ask, like, okay, tell me something that audience will love about yourself.
About
I also don't know about yourself.
About myself.
Quick and short, because we are almost finishing.
Oh my God, I don't know what my audience will love about myself. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So one of my favorite things about my program that is so specific to my journey and has helped me more than anything is establishing a morning routine. And I hit the bases of a morning routine, which really ground me and start me off for a great day. And I can't wait to share that stuff because it really shifts. It really, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a webinar in my free Facebook group called Bio. And if you want to join the free Facebook group, I put stuff in there. So put your name down there and you can join the free Facebook group. But I'm going to do a webinar. I haven't decided exactly the subject matter yet, but starting the day out right for yourself, which gives you that template for the day you want to have, which leads you to the life you want to have, is so important. And so my morning routine it's solo, it's sacred, and it's so beneficial to me, and I can't wait to share it with my people. And one of those things is that I connect with nature. So I don't want you to misunderstand that I don't want to just share anything with you. It's definitely being with nature wherever you are, however you can get there, to put your feet in the ground, on the grass. And I don't know if you're living in New York City in a high rise, in some way that you can connect with nature around you, because it will lift you. It'll naturally raise your vibration and connect you to where we came from. So, and it's all about connection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, thank you for joining, and also like to say something about like this live. If any of you guys have some gift and you want to share your gift with the universe, the people around the world, you can also message me, share your interest, like you also want to be on the live. So feel free and go ahead, DM me or comment below, and that will be done. And if you haven't followed me, follow me now. And if you haven't followed Rebecca, follow her now. So that's it. And thanks for joining, and have a nice day in Florida.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my soul brother.
You're welcome. Thank you, soul sister,
Thank you
for joining.
Thanks for everybody for watching. If you've watched this or if you're catching it on the replay, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You need to leave first. Okay, cool.